Alright, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Vintage and we back at it again with an editing tutorial. Alright, so I already got my picture pulled up in Photoshop that I'm finna be editing today. And let's get into it. Alright, first thing I'm gonna do, go to my clone stamp. We're gonna zoom in and get rid of any flyaways. Alright, so this shoot was for a client. It's to promote her hair. She sells hair. So that's the main focus of this editing tutorial. But of course I'm gonna get into everything. Skin retouching, dodge and burn. And this is how I do it, you know. And you can do it any way you want to. It's multiple ways of doing it. Skin retouching. And I am gonna be using my actions that are available on my website. The link will be below in the description. Yeah, and make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. Alright, so let's get into it. I'm using my clone stamp right now to get rid of all the flyaways, unnecessary flyaways first. And make sure y'all pay attention to my settings too at the top. So yeah, I got my flow kind of low, 51%, so everything can blend a little better. No hard lines. Yeah, like I was saying, no hard lines. At least not too bad, but I'm getting a couple here, so I'm gonna show y'all how to take that out. So yeah, comment below. Like, do you keep flyaways in your pictures or do you like to take them out? Cause me, I like to take them out, but sometimes you can't always do it. Like, you know, for curly hair, natural hair. It just depends on what to shoot for. Alright, let's get into these. Alright, so this is just a quick look. You know what I'm saying? A quick little brush. I'm gonna go around and smooth out the edges. And I am looking at 2 months right now because I do edit on the XP 22 inch, which is a massive monitor, but it's also a pen I'm using. A pen. So a lot of people be saying when I be editing my skin, they be like, it's like you just coloring. Like you just coloring on the skin. I was like that because I'm using 22 inch drawing tablet. Okay, so let's get rid of these flyaways. And sometimes I be thinking like, I like to take the flyaways out, but sometimes they look a little too perfect. Sometimes it looks too perfect. And sometimes too perfect doesn't look realistic. So yeah, like I said, comment below and let me know. Do you get rid of flyaways or do you keep them to keep their realistic look? Yeah, this is my first editing tutorial on YouTube, so y'all gotta bear with me. I'm really not used to talking to the camera. I'm just so used to just going straight in and getting the edit over with. Doing what I need to do. So like I was saying, I am using 2 months, so that's why I keep looking up and down. 22 inch XP pen, 32 inch LG Ultra HD monitor. So yeah, that's why. Just in case anybody was wondering why I keep looking up and down. I'm looking at both months. Sometimes my hand be in the way of the pen, so I have to look at the bigger months, and sometimes I look down so I can see more detail. I had a couple of humps and bumps in there. But yeah, I am from Jackson, Mississippi. And a lot of my clients do like their pictures to look perfect. So that's why I try to do the best I can and still keep my editing style within the edit. So and see, with the clone stamp, you want to stay as close as possible to the color that you need, so it can blend in well. It's pretty good. Alright, so I'm gonna go to my spot healing to get these little small flyaways up out of there. And like I said, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. Comment below. Let me know what y'all want to see me do more. Follow me on Instagram so you can see my work. And I need honest feedback. Like, what y'all think about my editing style? I'm gonna go to the patch tool so we can blend it in a little better. Go here. That's cool. That's cool. All right, then we're gonna go to filter, liquify. All right, go zoom. We're gonna go to the top. Shortcut is W. Just gonna curve all that out to make it look even. Zoom out. Before, after. So yeah, it be like little small details like that that can take your work from good to great or bad to good. You don't want that poking out so much. So alright, so while I'm already here on liquify, since this is a full body shot, I'm gonna do this liquifying on the body reshaping, just to make everything a little more even. But I mean, there's not too much to do with them. Like, you really have to pay attention to the small details. And what's crazy is a lot of stuff that you probably wouldn't notice, that to the normal person wouldn't even notice, but the person that's in the photo, they be like, why you didn't tuck my road in? Like, what road? I don't even see it. And nobody's gonna notice that, but happens all the time. Alright, so before, after. You know, liquify can really change up the picture a whole lot with just little small details like that. Alright, so we're gonna start with the skin. Let's go to the spot healing tool. And just gonna go in and take away a couple of blemishes. But so I don't like to take away all the blemishes, cause I like the skin to still have like that natural look to it, that textured look. So we're just gonna take away the noticeable ones. Only when you zoom in though. When you zoom out, they're not there. Alright, that's cool. Got a little glare from lip gloss. Alright. Take away a couple of these dark marks. So when we smooth everything out, but I'm not gonna take away too much because I kind of need them there to keep that shadow. Cool. So highlight, you want to keep that highlight. Right, so we're gonna go back to the clone stamp. Line it up. Just to get rid of that little bulge right there that was in the bodysuit. Cool. Alright. And this shadow, I mean, this highlight right here really bothering me. Like a gap in between the hair, so we're gonna go in and just take that out too. Cool. Alright, cool. And that's before skin. Alright, so go back to liquefy. Just carry this on out. Everything is good. It's crazy what liquefy can do, cause I can pull this out and just give her a whole BBL. Call me Dr. Vintage. But no, I don't want to do nothing like that. It's overkill, unnecessary. Unnecessary. But it's crazy what you can do in Photoshop for real. Alright, so we're going to start with the skin. We're going to go with my actions on. So I got the quick 2.0, which I would do like more like wider shots, especially outside. You know, just something quick just to get a smooth skin. But with these, I'm going to go more detailed. I'm going to go with the frequency separation advanced. Oh, gotta go grab. Hold on, bear with me. It's my first time using OBS, so everything not where it needs to be right now. Alright. So I'm bringing that over here. Alright, cool. So, as you know with frequency separation, the higher you put the Gaussian blur on your low frequency layer, the more texture you have. The lower, the less texture you have, and the more smooth the skin will look. So, let's go in here. So you really want it to be like as soon as it started to blur. So if I go low, the skin will look smooth. The higher I go, the more texture. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do 6.4. I think that'll be good. Yeah, okay. Continue. So yeah, like I said, the link to my actions will be below in the description. The first 2 days after I drop this video, I'm gonna make it free. So if you want to download them, if you see this video in the first 2 days, you can download my actions for free. After that, the price going up. Alright. So mixer brush. These are my settings that I like to use for my mixer brush. Sometimes I take the wet down. I'll probably go down so I get more detail in the photos. I'm gonna go down to 2. Alright, so make sure you're on a low frequency layer. So mild, just check out everything. Alright, cool. Alright, so now, make sure you got a clean brush. We're gonna go in, kind of smooth the skin out. I see the difference. So basically you kind of just coloring, like you blending the colors in together so the skin can look more smooth on a low frequency layer. And sometimes I take my Gaussian blur a little lower to get a more smooth look, but on these shots right here, for the sake of the video, I want to keep like more detail in the photos. And like if I do want to make the skin more smooth, I can always come back later on and do figure fillet over again. I'll probably come back and do that in the face. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Just keep it more smooth but natural look in the face. But I like to keep it high, especially for the body. So we can keep like more detail on the skin and the body. Alright, so yeah. Blending them colors in. So I like to keep my highlights. So this highlight right here, you know, just smooth it in together. And like my shadows, keep my shadows together. Then the mid-tones, blend the mid-tones in real good. And then when you zoomed in, it really don't look like you're doing anything, to be honest, because you're on a low frequency layer and a high frequency layer. It's the details, so it's covering it. So you can turn the high frequency layer off. Come in so you can see the colors blend in better. But like I said, it's only when you zoomed in this close. Like if I turn the high frequency layer back off and go back to the low frequency layer and blend, like you can see that blend much better. But I like to keep it close so I can pay attention to detail. I know exactly what I'm doing. Let's go back in. Alright, and I will be dodging the burn. I like to just, you know, get my colors in my skin. And my frequency separation, blend it together before I dodge and burn. And like I said, it's multiple ways of doing this. A lot of people like doing dodge and burn first, but I prefer to do frequency separation first and then come back and dodge burn. Because the way I dodge and burn is probably a lot different from any video you'll probably see on YouTube. Like, it's just really simple dodge and burn. Like when I show you, like, oh, that's what you do? Like, that's how you can do it that way? I'll put some mic down a little bit. Looking down. So like I said, make sure you keep them highlights in the highlights, shadows in shadows. Mid-tones blending into the mid-tones. Just a little before after. Blending in a little better. Alright. So yeah, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know. Let me know what y'all want me to make more videos on. And did this video help you? Alright, let's blend this in. So I probably should have started with like a more close-up shot, you know, because this do take a while. Like, take your time, for real. Like, when you're editing the picture, take your time. There's no time limit on editing. You know, get in your zone, turn some music on, turn TV on, you know, listen to it while you edit. Just take your time with edits. A lot of people like to rush. And really no reason to rushing when you want to produce good work. Alright. Alright. And I'm gonna show y'all my little trick to editing around tattoos too. Well, her hand kind of covering the tattoo, so I'm still showing y'all anyway. So like, say it's a big tattoo, like super big, and you can't just get around it like you need to. So what I would do, I just brush over it. And then go back in, go to erasing. And now this only if it's big like this, something like this, you wouldn't even notice that I brushed in, but go back to the eraser and just erase. Erase the frequency separation brush. Now the colors that you just brushed on top of it. And they'll blend the colors in real good and not having to go around. Because a lot of y'all may know when you trying to go around a tattoo while editing skin, it kind of make the skin look patchy. Like the colors around the skin be patchy when you're trying to go around the tattoo. Alright, cool. This look pretty decent. Alright. So let's see. Before, after. Just use a little bit of freak separation. Alright, cool. After that, we're gonna go in. Gonna grab that dodge and burn. Oh, hold on. Let's go back. Mix a brush. Alright, so we're gonna merge these layers. Go to the dodge and burn. Alright, so it's a lot of ways to do dodge and burn. A lot of videos out there gonna show you how to micro dodge and burn. So you'll go in and actually really small details dodge and burn. So let me show you how I do it. Way faster. And it gives you the same, I wouldn't say the same result, but it gives you a good result. Alright, so dodge. We're gonna go to the regular brush, opacity at 100. Flow, I like to keep mine at like 4. Kinda like to overdo it, then come back and take some out later. Alright. So make sure you brush white on the dodge. So with the dodge, you're gonna go into highlights. Where you want the highlights. Okay, we're gonna blend it in. Alright, highlights there, highlights here, highlights fit right there in the middle for here. Same thing here. I'll highlight there, highlight here, highlight here, highlight here, and since they got on lip gloss, I'm gonna highlight the highlights in the lip gloss also. Alright, since this is a full body, so I'm go in. Highlight. And I like to make it real sharp. I'm gonna show you why. Highlight. So yeah, just hit them highlights. I'm gonna actually burn there. Right. Put a highlight there. Highlight there. Highlight there. Highlight there. Go highlight here and here. Cool. I put one here also. Okay. And I can hit the bodysuit too. Just for some dramatic effect. Cool. Alright, then we're gonna go to burn. Same thing, but we're gonna go in the shadows with the burn. Burn. Just hit those shadows real good. Here, here, here. Hit the eyebrows too. Here. The makeup artist did great on the makeup, so kind of make it easier to see. So it's saying like if you're a makeup artist, you know like contour, highlights, foundation. It's basically you basically doing what the makeup artists do. So if you know a little bit about makeup, it make it easier to dodge and burn. Blend it in more. Okay, here on the chin, shoulder. This arm, back here too. Arm. Let's hit it here, so cause I know she got abs, so we gonna just show them a little better. Hit those shadows. Burn. Blend it in better. So yeah, so I really kind of overdo it a little bit. I'm gonna show you why. Just blend these shadows in together. Come back here, here. All right, cool. I kind of overdid it there a little bit, but I'm gonna show you why I did it. All right, cool. So now we're gonna go to the dodge. We're gonna go to the properties. So you can double click on it or go to properties, and we're gonna feather it. See how that feathers in? About 56. Before, after. That difference looks so good. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing with the burn. We're gonna feather it. I mean 54, cool. Before, after. Alright, let's turn the black and white off. Without dodge burn, with dodge burn. Without dodge burn, with dodge burn. Alright, so you see where I kind of overdid it in this area, so I'm gonna come here. Cool, we're gonna go to the brush tool, make sure we're on the black so we can take it off. And just, let's turn that flow up. Hold on. Cool. Just take that off. Off on the outside, just take it off. Alright. Cool. And you see, it still look too hard in certain spots. So, I mean, but I still like the way it looks. So what I would do, I would just come here, turn it, pass it down, so blend it in a little better. Same thing with the dodge. Just blend it in more, like 70%. Cool. Before, after. And it's really nice. I'm gonna just take this feather up on the dodge a little bit more. And that's how I do dodge burn. The easiest way in the world to do it, in my opinion. Alright, cool. So now we're gonna come down here, start the color grade. So I like to use select the color first. So make sure I'm on my blacks. Now I go down to black. You know, go to the right, the blacks get darker. Go to the left, get lighter. Alright, so I'm gonna make them darker. I usually go anywhere from like 1 to 5. Depends on the picture. Sometimes I go all the way down. Sometimes but I like to always make my blacks a little darker. So I'm gonna say 5. Cool. Alright, cool. Then you go. I think it's pronounced science. I know it's like, right, more green, left, more red. Throw a little green in there just to enhance them blacks. Then my whites. Same thing. So your whites basically gonna touch anything that's white. Most likely it's gonna be highlights if they're not wearing white. So if they're wearing white, then it's gonna change like the brightness of that white in the shirt or pants or hair. So with this photo, there's really no white in here, so it's basically gonna be the highlights, the light. So I can really make the highlights brighter, take them out, brighter, take it out. So I like it brighter, but I like it with less in our hair. I'm gonna go brighter just for the skin purposes. Come to the brush, make sure it's on black. Make sure I'm on a mask, and I'm gonna just take it out here. Cool. So, and then after that, I like to come to curves. Add a little. Alright, so a lot of you may know, a lot of you may not know. So with curves, highlights, mid-tones, shadows. Highlight, mid-tone, shadows. Alright, so I always start with the mid-tone. So this picture, I keep it centered. Add some highlights in there. Alright, down, taking away highlights. Up, enhancing highlights. So I like the enhancement, but I like to do it slightly. Let's bring this up a little bit. Alright. Shadows. Less shadows. More shadows. I think I'm gonna take a little shadow out since I added blacks. Alright, so then I go to my blues. Same thing, highlights, mid-tone, shadows. I always like to start it in the middle so I can see. So when I blues, you're basically gonna add more greens into it or add more blue into it. So I think I'm gonna add more greens into the mid-tones, and I'm gonna come here, add more blue. And go down, add more blue into the highlights. And probably add more blue into the shadows. I like the green. I like the blue. I'm gonna go blue because of what the pictures are for. Alright, so with the curves. Without curves, with curves. Without curves, with curves. And I like to always turn the opacity down the curves because I don't like to overdo it. Like 40%. So slight change. Alright, so yeah, so after curves. So let's group this. No color grade, no color grade. I like that, but I'm gonna go back to my selected color. So as we all know, so black people, they skin are considered red when it comes to editing. So we're gonna go to the reds, and we gonna go to the black on the red, and let's add a little more contrast to their skin, and I'm gonna add more browns into it. Up here, I can add more greens into it, one more browns. I'm gonna go brown because I want a little lighter picture. Alright, cool. So now I also want to make this picture a little brighter, so I'm gonna go to brightness. I'm gonna add like 2. Cool. Then I pass it down a little to blend it better. I always tell my pass it down everything just a little bit, just to blend everything in a little better. Alright, cool. I'm about 75%. Alright. And to be honest, I'm basically done with this picture, so. But, I wouldn't be me if I didn't do a little extra, so. Alright, so we're gonna merge this together. We're gonna come back in and hit that frequency separation 2.0. And then the thing I like about this one is it adds texture on its own, like a little more sharpness. Alright, so here. So this one is with a lower Gaussian blur that's already set for me, so it make it quicker. So all I gotta do is click on that brush. So I think the Gaussian blur probably like 2.0, 3.0, something like that. So I'm gonna go in and make sure we keep a clean brush. I'm gonna go in and just touch the face a little bit more just to make it blend in better, a little smoother. Alright. Then we're gonna come here. Then I got 2. Alright, cool. Show y'all the difference. Just make everything a little more smoother in the face area. Blend the makeup in a little better. But still keep the texture on the body. And then the small areas I want this texture at. I want to blend the colors in better after. I'm gonna undo some of those. Come back, blend it in a little better. Alright, cool. Come here. I'll just take some of that texture out. Cool. Blend these colors in a little more. Alright, cool. I like it. Alright, then I'm gonna go to my high frequency layer. The little small spots that I did. I'm gonna go to that I did brush on, go to my clone stamp. Tap that. Okay. take a sample there and just take some of the texture out and unwanted spots. Just blend it in a little better. Cool. I'm gonna come here. Let's take some of this out too. You're like, what is he doing? I'm gonna show you. Just taking these flyaways out with the high frequency layer, but they still are there on a low frequency layer. That's why it look like that. So we're gonna come in. Let's turn that opacity down and take them out here too. Then go back to the brush, the mixer brush. Just blend the colors in better. Like I said, there's so many ways to edit on Photoshop. That's why I need y'all to comment below. Like, what do you want to see me get more into detail with on the editing side? Or even shooting. Like, do you want to know how did I shoot these photos? My light setup, I'm shooting these photos, what camera I use, what lens I use. And the crazy thing is, I'm gonna tell you, I actually use 4 lights on these pictures. One overhead 65-inch umbrella, one directly in front of them because I hate having shadows under the eyes when they wear lashes. And then I had 2 side grids pointing behind them towards their back, with a black V flat on one side, black V flat on the other side to absorb some of that light. Alright, so I kind of overdid in their face. Like I said, come here, low frequency layer. Turn the opacity down about 75%. 73 cool. Alright. Cool, that looks great. Alright, so here we're going to Command Option Shift E to merge everything together but not merge it. So it kind of make a copy of everything in one layer. Command Option Shift and E. Alright, then we're going to come to the quick selection tool. Hit select subject. I like to inverse it. Take it off there. Alright. Then layer via cut. Let's go down to this backdrop fix. So I would just click on this backdrop fix. It's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna show you how. I'm gonna show you what that backdrop fix action is. So basically, it's a Gaussian blur. Go to filter. We're gonna go to blur. Gonna Gaussian blur. It's probably like 150. Cool. So we're gonna blur that background. Hit OK. Then we're gonna come to filter again. We're gonna go to noise. We're gonna add a little noise. 9.5, 9, 10, 11. Anywhere in that range is cool. So it's gonna make the background. It's gonna blur it, but the noise is gonna add texture on the background so it can look natural. So it won't be banded. You ever see when people edit their background be having like swivels, lines, and all that, but it be smooth, but it be having no swivels because it's banded. So the noise take away that banding. So we're gonna hit OK. Pull that layer down. And that's what it look like after, before. So and then this one, it's just the background, and they was pulled probably like 3 feet away from the backdrop. So it's kind of pretty smooth already. But this also works. So if you have footprints on the floor, dirt stains on the floor, oil stains on the floor, and it's same thing. You do the exact same thing. Alright, then I like to take the opacity down too. Like 65%, 66, cool. Alright, so like a little more natural. Cool, and then after that, I like to merge everything together. So it can be one layer. All right, and then that's the final product. I think I'm done with this picture. So let's go back in. We're gonna bring the original picture back so we can compare the two. Just click on it. And don't get mad at me, but I do edit JPEGs. It just make everything so much faster. And for some reason, JPEGs always have perfect coloring. Like if you ever looking at the back of your camera, the picture you're looking at is a JPEG, so the color you are getting is a JPEG image. I mean, I know the rules about editing RAW, editing JPEG. Why would you edit RAW? Why would you edit JPEG? But personally, JPEGs are just so much easier and faster to edit because the color that you want is already there. All you're doing is really enhancing the photos if you got the color right in camera. Of course, if I probably overexpose or underexpose on a picture, I edit the raw image to bring the color how I want it. But if I get everything how I want it directly in camera, JPEG it is. All right, cool. So let's see. You know what? I'm just bringing the picture in Photoshop. And just pick the picture over here. Cool. All right. Like, do you see the difference? Let me line them up so you see it way better. There you go. Like, that's before, after, before, after. That's crazy. I'm actually pretty decent sometimes, you know. That's a big difference. And pay attention to the detail. Look at the flyaways. Look at the highlights and the shadows of the image. And I'm pretty decent sometimes, you know. I like that. Alright, cool. And that was how you edit a picture with your boy Vintage. Like I said, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. Follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna put it somewhere down there, over there, up there. Make sure y'all click on it and follow me on Instagram. The link will be below in my description. For the first 2 days after this video drop, my actions will be free. It will be free for download. So make sure y'all tap in with those. These are my actions over here. Easy to use. Just rewatch this video a couple times just to see how I did it. My mixer brush settings, clone stamp settings, brush settings for dodge and burn. So make sure y'all just watch this video a couple of times to actually practice on editing an image to get it the way you really want it. So just take your time, study, do your homework on why you're doing certain things. And like I said, don't rush the process. It's easy when you learn it. Take a little time to learn it, but it's easy to learn at the same time. So yeah, like I said, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. I'm gonna have more videos on the way.